Hello dear friends, welcome to Padai Se Dosti YouTube channel. In today's video session, we are going to discuss about the challenges to the national security, basically the external challenges in this chapter number 2 of the Defense Studies Workbook of Standard 9. So previously we had discussed about the national security, different aspects of national security, different key concept to understand this national security in more better manner. Okay, so in today's video session we are going to discuss about these challenges in front of national security from external factors. Okay, so before that we have to understand the map of India carefully. Who are the neighbors of India? Is it important to consider India's relation with that neighbors, okay, in terms of history and the challenges with we are facing to these different neighboring countries. Okay, so let's study this map particularly first, and then we will discuss some facts about these all countries, the neighbors of our country. Okay, so here you can able to see the Pakistan on the western side of our country. Then here you can see Afghanistan. The small border of Afghanistan touches to the northern part of India. Okay, then we have this China over here. Then we have Nepal, Bhutan to the northern side of our country. Then we have Bangladesh over here and Myanmar over here on the eastern side. On the southern side, we have Sri Lanka and Maldives over here. Sri Lanka is there in the Bay of Bengal side, and this Maldives is in the Arabian Sea region. Okay, and here you will find the Indian Ocean region, and there are different countries. Then Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand towards the east. On the western side, on the far west, you will find Africa continent. Okay, so likewise, India has some immediate neighbor and the extended neighbor. What do you mean by extended neighbor? Extended neighbors means the country which don't share directly border with India, but they are somewhat away from our borders. Okay, so that is a extended neighbor, and this is a immediate neighbor. Afghanistan, Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. They are the immediate neighbors. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. You will find Pakistan on the western side of India, China on the northern side. India also shares a small border with Afghanistan in the north. The part of Afghanistan that touches the Indian territory is known as Wakhan Corridor. Remember this particular word, Wakhan Corridor. Okay, so it is a border between India and Afghanistan. Besides this, Nepal and Bhutan's on the northern side, Bangladesh and Myanmar on the eastern side of India. Sri Lanka is located on the southern side in Indian Ocean region. Okay, this entire part, Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, it is also sub part of Indian Ocean region. So that's why they are saying it is as a Indian Ocean region. So don't get confused. Okay, let's discuss about our relation with Pakistan, the immediate neighbor, and it is a country which is separated from India in 1947. So there have been many wars between India and Pakistan since from 1947. India had to fight three major wars with Pakistan during 1947-48, when these Pakistani troops they want to capture the Kashmir, because that Raja Hari Singh he is not ready to merge with India, either India or in Pakistan. But Pakistan desperately want to merge this Jammu and Kashmir princely state into Pakistan territory. So that's why they infiltrated their troops in the form of civil terrorist people into that region, and that's why Hari Singh have to sign the instrument of accession with India, and then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel he sent Indian troops to Srinagar. Okay, and then we know that there is a very famous battle, and after the United Nations stay on the war, we have the portion of Kashmir in our territory, and some part of this Kashmir it is in the control of Pakistan since this 1947-48 war. Remember this thing. Then there is a second war during 1965. Then the third war during 1971. The first two wars were about the dispute of Kashmir, because Pakistan has claimed that Kashmir should belong to the Pakistan. But the 1970 war, 71 war was led to creation of Bangladesh in what was earlier East Pakistan. Okay, initially that particular region today, which we know that particular region as a Bangladesh, it is nothing but the Eastern Pakistan. But after 1971 war, the Bangladesh country is created over there. Okay, why? Because this Western Pakistan, they always try to exploit the Eastern Pakistan, their resources. Okay, but they are not going to give proper representation in political sphere to the people of this Eastern Pakistan. They also subjugate their language, their linguistic identity, their culture, and all these things. Okay, the Pakistani forces, they torture Eastern Pakistani people, civilians, very much because of the internal conflicts, and that's why there is a war-like situation happen over there. Many refugees, they came into India. They are in millions. Okay, that's why it is very difficult for India to allow so much refugees in our country. Okay, because there is a law and order situation problem in India because of all these refugees once they entered from Bangladesh or the Eastern Pakistan to India. And that's why unwillingly we have to take part in the war of 1971, and we defeated Pakistani army within the 13 days, and we liberated Bangladesh as a separate country. India had also to fight Pakistan in Kargil in 1999. The war with Pakistan so far were conventional and therefore remained limited. War in future could be with nuclear weapons and therefore wider scale. Today, the nature of conflict with Pakistan is changing. There are several terrorist organizations that are given shelter in Pakistan. These groups conduct terrorist strikes in India. So Pakistan understood that they cannot able to find direct face to face war with India. So that's why they started a proxy war. Proxy war means what? Their army is not directly come and fight the war, but they are sending the terrorist into India, and that terrorist, they will attack India by using guerrilla warfare. So that is a terrorist organization funded by Pakistan, and they are disturbing the law and order situation in our country. So that is an external threat from the side of Pakistan. So what you have to remember over here, the three wars which we fought with Pakistan, then the uh, proxy war strategy of Pakistan, the terrorist organization which sheltered in Pakistan. So these things are very important over here. So these causes external threat to our country. Okay. The next very hostile neighbor of our country, it is a China. Right now we are facing the Galwan Valley incidents, that is a Galwan Valley standoff. We have also lost our 20 soldiers over there. Okay, China also lost their soldier, but that issue is there. The border issue is there between India and China. So that's why again it is an external threat to our security. So China, which is on the north of India, is a global power because their economy is very huge, almost 5 times that of India. Okay, India's dispute with China is mainly about the borders and about the position of Tibet. Okay, so border issue है और जो तिबेट का जो पोजीशन है उसके वजह से कुछ issues है. The two areas where border dispute exists are the area of Aksai China and the northern border of the state of Arunachal Pradesh. So this Aksai Chin and northern border of Arunachal Pradesh is a disputed territory. Arunachal Pradesh is claimed by China as a southern Tibet. Okay, and they are saying this is a part of southern Tibet, and that's why it is entirely belongs to China. But we have our sovereign right on Arunachal Pradesh right now. But this Aksai Chin, it is initially the part of Kashmir, more specifically the Ladakh, and right now it is under control of the China. Okay, since 1962 war. Okay, the area of Arunachal Pradesh was called as Northeast Frontier Agency, that is a NEFA. Northeast Frontier Agency, NEFA. So remember, this question might be asked in any competitive exam or any your oral exam, or maybe anywhere you can able to read this term in newspaper. So don't get confused. NEPA is nothing but the Arunachal Pradesh. The area of Aksai China and the Indian territory in Ladakh has been illegally occupied by China. Okay, the border between Arunachal Pradesh and Tibet is called as McMahon line. Okay, McMahon is a British officer who draw this particular line during their rule, and that's why it is known as McMahon line. This line was finalized in 1914. A conference held in Shimla in the presence of representative of India, China, and Tibet. So remember, this McMahon line, it is decided or finalized during the conference in Shimla in 1914 in between three parties: India, China, and Tibet. Okay, Henry McMahon, the British official, was also instrumental in finalizing this line of international border between India and China. This border dispute was main reason for 1962 war between India and China. Okay, so remember this Henry McMahon line is a crucial main reason for 1962 war between India and China. Tibet has a traditionally been recognized as an autonomous region by China. It has its own Buddhist culture. However, since 1950s, China has occupied Tibet and has tried to end traditional Buddhist culture over there. The Tibetan leader Dalai Lama fled to India in 1958 because of the atrocities by China on Tibetan people. Atrocity means what? जो भी वो उन्होंने जो जुल्म जबरदस्ती करना चालू किया था, जो भी उनके मानवाधिकार थे उसका उल्लंघन वहां पे हो रहा था, दे डोंट हैव प्रॉपर सिक्योरिटी ऑफ देयर लाइफ and property over there, so that's why Dalai Lama, they had to fled to India in 1958. Okay, and India gave them political asylum. Political asylum means what? राजकीय आश्रय, राजनैतिक आश्रय जिसे हम बोलते हैं, that is a political asylum. Okay, so remember this thing. And right now, the Tibetan Dalai Lama, they are running the government in exile from McLeodganj, which is situated in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, so there is a very big monastery of this Dalai Lama. He is residing over there only in McLeodganj, Himachal Pradesh, and there is one office known as Tibetan Government of Exile. Okay, मतलब क्या कि exile मतलब उस देश के बाहर से उस देश का गवर्नमेंट चलाना, उसे गवर्नमेंट इन एक्साइल बोला जाता है. I hope it is clear to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the session. We will discuss the remaining part or the relations of India with remaining neighbors in our next session. So just try to solidify all your concept, whatever we had discussed over here. And if you have any doubt, do comment. If you have any extra information, also do comment, so it will help to boost understanding of your friends in more better manner. So wish you very happy learning and have a great day. Thank you, friends.